Welcome to Apex Race. Today we will go in the bull arena with the Lamborghini Urus. We will check out the exterior, the interior, and try to tame this mighty bull with 650 horsepower. So have fun and enjoy. From the front, the Urus looks like a proper Lamborghini with all the edges, the lines. That remembers me on a SUV Aventador, but a little bit smaller, like everything is a little bit smaller, but the headlamps here, the headlights, of course the logo with the bull, and then we have like here in the grille, in the lower section, this open parts for the big radiators for the V8 engine, B-turbo with 650 horsepower. That needs a lot of fresh air, so for that we need like to cool the whole system down. So it looks like a proper Lamborghini. This part here where the bumper hits the hood, it's super dynamic, super aggressive with the headlamps, with the edges here, with these lines, and then we have like this triangle here, aggressive, dynamic, that comes into play here. Everything is like going from the width to the narrow thing to the nose here. It's cutting through the air and getting like very, very fast. The sideline of the Urus is, on the first glance, if you have like a no so directly throwing color in your eye like white, you don't see like the nuances, I would say, which are in the Urus. And with that things, I mean, let's start in the back. We have like that line is going through the whole car, but like from an angle from top to down. So this is also like this dynamic line, which is not just going on straight, but you know, it's an edge line which is going here. And then we have also the second line, and what you can't see here actually from the side, we have on the lower arcs and on the front arcs, the things are a little bit broader because we need actually to fit the bigger tires into that. A very nice detail also, which is giving like this dynamic aspect here, is this triangle. So we have like this line and the middle line are like coming together in the fender, and then we have like this fake inlet grill, whatever, with the Italian flag on the side to it. So details are the nice thing, and we have such a nice detail here in the fender. And here we have, I would say, the first thing, like from the outside, of course, besides the badge and these dynamic lines, you see what you are paying for, and that are like this enormous, gigantic 23-inch wheels with this very nice green, I would say, a racing line on the rim, but inside you see like this massive, huge calipers and the rotor. It looks like not from a race car or a sports car, it looks like really from a truck or something like that. This is like ridiculous. This is like huge and gigantic, and it's crazy, but probably you need that when you're going like 300 kilometers per hour. You need also to stop very, very fast. So in the back part, like from the sideline, we see also like this element of a coupe, I would say. We have like that is very, very cutted, like not at a state which is like straight, but it goes down. And then we have also like this roof line, which indicates it's also like going down. So we have like a, on the driver's side, we have somehow like a roof on the top, and then to the back and to the front, it goes down. Also with that, the windows are getting smaller and smaller to the back part, so that gives also like this dynamic indication, and really it's for me a little bit like it's a four-door coupe SUV. So from the overall appearance, you can daily use the Lamborghini without getting like any attention at all. I mean, we have the bull, we have the sound, but if you drive in the normal mode, and probably people are not really looking at you. It could be some Japanese car also, or some Asian car, yeah. So it's not like really going into the view of the people. And we are using also here the Q7 platform, and if you see the Q7 is like massive. It's really like a tank. And the Lamborghini Urus, it's sporty, it's aggressive, but it looks smaller than it actually is. And when you're like once inside, you see, wow, there's a lot of room here, but outside it looks way smaller. So let's check out the back part of the Urus. And I mean, this window is tiny, but we have luckily some cameras. We have like a spoiler here. We have a second spoiler here. We need this drag when we are driving 300 with that beast. So we need that drag. We have very nice LED lights here, separate ones. We have some grills here, some grills there, but actually I would say they are fake. Yeah, they are closed, so no function, just look. And we have also some mesh grill here, also closed. And then we have also, of course, our exhaust pipes, 4 exhaust pipes, and that are for sure not fake. We will check out the sound later of the Urus. It's like massive. So of course, this very, very nice Lamborghini written logo in the front. We have the bull. In the back we have that written, also like the triangles, the edges everywhere. Very dynamic. As the front, also the rear, it looks really, really nice. So let's check out the trunk of the Urus. I mean, yes, it's a sport car, but hey, it's an SUV and a 4-seater, so it should have a little bit of luggage. So of course, Audi technology, we can open it through the driver's side in the door here with the button, or we are using the Lamborghini key. And the trunk is opening, and I have to say I'm quite surprised that that is quite high, yeah, but on the other hand it's not like falling down, so everything is flat on one level. We can put our thingies in here, and actually it's quite deep, yeah. We can put a lot of stuff into here, yeah. So for 4 passengers, okay. Why ever that thing happened. So actually it's quite big here. We have a lot of space, at least for 4 passengers or even 5. Yeah, it's not a problem. We can store here a lot of bags. We have that strange rail here for separation of the luggage. I think you can somehow, yeah, you can adjust it, make it smaller, bigger. I have no idea how that works. Maybe somebody of you can explain me that in the comments. And then, really funny, we have of course our hook here. So it's so practical. We can even pull something, yeah, a caravan or whatever. If you're going with your Lamborghini Urus camping or transportation of some things, you have hook, clutch, however, trailing thingy here. You can use it, but hey, I mean, come on, that looks a little bit ridiculous. Who is using that in a Lamborghini Urus? And one thing also, we can steer from here. We can lower the car. You see, the car is lowering itself because of course we have like an air suspension here, and then if we have something heavier and we don't want to lift that, we are putting that the Urus is going down on the knees for us, so we can easier to move things in. Let's check out what is under the hood of the Lamborghini Urus, and to open it, it's just like Audi. A hook hinge you have to move to the side, and we see not so much actually. The mighty V8 B-turbo is covered by a lot of hard plastic, and this is actually hard plastic, not even like cushioned soft plastic, which Audi is using sometimes. And we see here only the inlets and probably they are going, yeah, they are going here, and actually the whole front is covered with radiators, and we see V8 turbo compressed ordine di accessione 13726548, so it's the firing order of the cylinders, and then the 3 bars and the Lamborghini, which is actually hot right now. And how that sounds and how that drives, we will check out now. Welcome in the inside of a Lamborghini Urus, and to be honest, I have mixed feelings about the interior of a Lamborghini Urus. And you ask yourself maybe why. We are talking about a car which costs like a base price around 220,000 euro. Yes, 220,000 euro. And this is for me like ridiculous, a ridiculous high amount of money. And for that amount, I expect something, I don't know. I never experienced something like that for that amount of money. And I think it's a open secret that actually the Urus shares a lot of parts with the Audi Q7. And overall, we see a lot of Audi influence. I mean, all the multimedia, some levers here, some thingies here, the inlets and stuff like that. Here, that part, the e-brake, the camera system, the cup holders even, the power mirrors, the memory seats, the lock mechanism, that is everything Audi. And I mean, it's not bad, but I expect something like for something unique. Of course, we have this amazing engine, really amazing engine. It's like a beast. This engine is really a beast. But for that kind of money, I would expect something that VW would give Lamborghini an own interior life. And this is a little bit disappointing. And then there is a second negative part, and this is like the quality of the materials Lamborghini used here. And of course we have wonderful seats with the stitches, with the Lamborghini logo in the headrest, double stitches here, also very padded everything. But then we have of course that here, that is aluminium here. But then we have something like the outlets, and you maybe you hear it. It's like really super cheap plastic, which is rattling. You maybe hear that here, the armrest. This is also rattling. I mean, the piano black, when it's new, it looks wonderful. But after some age, I mean, this car has now 56,000 kilometers. And we have some scratches, things in there, and it doesn't look so well anymore. Yeah. Also, the shifting pedals, that is really cheap plastic. That feels like in a computer game simulator. Like it's a toy. It's for children. It's really sad to see that here in a Lamborghini for 220,000 euro. Also the levers here. I drove recently an Audi A5. Same things, and the car costs maybe 1/4 of the Lamborghini here. And this is really disappointing for me in the interior. Yeah, other than that, of course, really good things. You drive it, really nice. So let's start on the left side. We have our power windows, power mirrors, heated, we can flip them, so as we know them. But then there's something unique. We have a child security for the left door and for the right door, which is a quite cool thing. So we can decide which door we are locking and which door we are not locking. That is a good thing. Then of course we have the locks for the general, for the outer, like if somebody wants to come in, so we can lock them. Then we have of course the memory seats, 2 memories, then the opening for the trunk. And on the left we have also some fog lights for the front and rear, and then there's an auto light for everything, so you cannot really manually steer that. It's just auto or on. So there is now just a push button, and which I really like. And this is also from Audi. It's a display, but if you click on it, if you touch it, you have kind of small vibration which provides you a feedback, a mechanical sounds somehow like a mechanical feedback, which is of course not true, but it feels good. It feels really good. Then the steering wheel, really nice steering wheel, but as the same, it looks it's actually an Audi steering wheel with a different airbag, a little bit in the shape, and with the Lamborghini logo. Besides that, it's an Audi steering wheel, which is a good steering wheel. Then the shifting pedals, and the steering for the indicators, lights, wipers, and in my opinion, old-fashioned cruise control down here. Main screen, Audi-wise, everything is like the same. Temperature on the left, gas on the right, and then some basic information. Here in the Lamborghini, it's a little bit different. We will start it. And we have the speed written in the middle, and also the revs. We see them actually in the middle, a little bit different than in the Audis. But besides that, everything is looking quite the same. The steering, we have like 3 split windows. We can steer them separately. So, and then we have, of course, when we switch through the different modes, it's a little bit of adjusting here also in that screen. So continuing to the middle, we have this very cheap plastic for the outlets, ventilation outlets. Funnily like the outlet gitters, I would call them. They're a little bit thicker. Usually manufacturers are saving here money and they use really thin, cheap plastic. Lamborghini did that a little bit different, and we have like this grill pattern here on the outlets, which is like a nice detail, but the outer thing here is really cheap plastic. Multimedia, Audi, I don't think I have to mention here so much. It's of course a little bit individualized for the Urus, particularly for the Urus. And here comes also a very sad thing in my opinion. Yeah, we have a touch screen, but who is like holding the finger or the hand all the time in the air? Probably nobody, and you want to rest it. So as I do, I rest it with 2 fingers or 1 finger on this bar here, on this frame. Yeah, and you hear it when you push it a little bit, it's rattling, and this is really annoying. You want to rest here and to steer with your index finger the menu, and then it's all the time it's rattling. So this is really annoying. But hey, it's a Lamborghini on the other side, and you know, the engine is the most important thing, not the interior. But for that price, things are a little bit different. How do you see that? Let me know that in the comments. Should a car in this price range should be perfect in the interior and have a great engine, or is one thing enough for you? Let me know in the comments. Then we have some the defrosters here, and then the hazard lights, and then we can put ESP off. And then we have also a third display, so one display, second display, and third display, and this is for the whole climate control, the start-stop automatic, then hill declimbing assistant, something like that, because hey, we are in an SUV with all-wheel drive, so we are probably going also with our 200,000 euro car in the mountains and in the dirt. Why not? And then, as I said, climate control, heated wheel, heated seats, and also cooled seats. And then down below, a small detail, I would put actually the volume control not on the left side but on the passenger side, on the right side, because the driver has the steering of the volume in the wheel, and the passenger has no steering, so the passenger has to grab from that side into the side of the driver, which is probably not so good for the driver, you know, driver space. So yeah, I would put that into that. I don't know what Lamborghini thought about that, because Audi has that on the passenger side, as at least I saw the A5. And then comes this unit, and this unit is on one hand also very amazing design, but unfortunately again very cheap materials used here, and the whole unit remembers me on a plane, yeah, on a airplane, on a maybe a jet. So we have like this three throttles here, yeah, like the smaller ones, which is like in a plane. You have like the acceleration, the gas throttle here, you are pulling that forward and backwards. The driver is steering the different sport modes, anima, whatever that means in Italian. Then we have strada, the street, sport, corsa, which is probably the racetrack, and Sabia, no idea, terra, I would say this is like something off-road, and then neve, no idea. So there is like this pre-modes we can steer here, and this is also, yeah, one thing, we can just downshift. There is no upshift. So if we are in strada and we want to go to sport and then pull it one time too many, so we have to pull it all the time, then we are back to sport. This is a little bit annoying. And then on the passenger side, we have something called Ego, and then I think it's something like individualization of the three different categories we can steer here. We have like the suspension, we have the steering, and then we have, like, I would say, the drive unit, like the engine, yeah, something like that. And here we can switch between three modes: smooth, medium, and sportive. So you know that, yeah. So we can individualize the behavior of the car, and of course we have like I'm quite sure we have an air suspension, so the car is in sport mode. It goes down because we need to be more to the ground, and then if we go off-road, the whole car is lifting up a little bit. And then we have in the middle like the biggest one, and this is actually only steering the reverse. So when we are pulling it, we are switching the gears into reverse mode, and we can drive back. And then also we have an indicator here, some lights, parking, reverse, neutral, drive, and manual. So there's like this button here, we can click it. Then we are in manual mode, we have to shift our pedals ourselves, and then here is the parking mode. And this is like the nicest detail here in this unit. We have like this switch, yeah, some cover, and then we can start, stop. And this is like really the thing which remembers me like on the kill switch for fighter planes or like for race cars and stuff like that. But actually you have to, when you flip it once, and then you will probably leave that in the position, you never flip it back. And then here comes another thing, this is plastic. This is so sad. Why they are not using, I mean, that here, this is aluminum. Actually, this is aluminum. How often you are using that? How often do you touch that? Probably never, because you're just using this rubber thingy here. But that is like the really thing, like, oh, I'm in a fighter jet, and that should be aluminum, not plastic. Yeah, this is very sad. And then, yeah, we have our e-parking, automatic e-parking, and then the cameras for parking front and rear. And the cameras have actually a really good quality, so it's very sharp. The backwards camera, it's really sharp. That is actually really good. Oh, I discovered here also behind like the middle screen, there's like this area, and probably there are just this two 12-volt axes in the front compartment, and even, I mean, there's just this leather cover. And yeah, probably nobody will use them ever, but they are here. We have a Bang & Olufsen sound system here, and then we have some high volume speakers which are like in the dashboards, and when we are starting the car they are moving up, and when we are switching off, turning off, then they are lowering themselves. No idea if that is like just a gimmick or it is something really useful with a sound system. No idea at all. And then we have our, of course, our glove box, which, yeah, it's quite deep. We have a CD changer here, but besides that, really nothing special here. We have our Lamborghini logo here, unfortunately also plastic, but it looks really nice. Then we have the sun visors with mirrors for the driver and passenger, with LED lights, and then the steering of the panorama roof, a glass top roof, which is cool. It's really cool. We have also like a sun visor here, and then the whole, the carpet, the roof carpet, it's Alcantara. Also here on the A pillar, this is Alcantara. So that is actually really nice. Of course, the armrest. The armrest is individualized. You can move it forward and backward. How do you like that? If you have longer or shorter arms, you can you adjust it, customize it. And then, of course, Audi standard USB ports, SD card, SIM card for the modem, for the car modem, and then indication charging with the mobile phone if you have a mobile phone which supports that. Again, we are talking about a 220,000 euro car, and this door feels like really nothing. Of course, on one side you can argue that, hey, this door has to be light because we are like in a race car, and or somehow race car, and you want to save weight, that you are fast. I mean, this car is like 300 kilometers per hour, so you have to save weight. But it really feels flimsy. I mean, the driver's side and the passengers, the front doors are a little bit heavier, sturdier. You feel like more safety, but here the back doors are really light and feeling just flimsy. And also one maybe small detail, attention to detail, I don't know if people will notice that at all, but normally If you pull that, I would pull it even more to that position, yeah, to really here. But a Lamborghini is like, okay, I need just to pull it a little bit like to that here, like 3-4 centimeters, and the door is already opening. And I think that there is somehow like electrical support to open the door initially. So there is not like a mechanical one to open that like here, but it's like looks like there is some kind of support. I don't know, maybe some of you know, so let me know in the comments if I'm right or not. From space wise, I mean, there is enough space for 2 passengers at all, not problem at all. We have like the screens here, which is actually the same screen as the multimedia screen. So we see everything what also the driver and the passenger can see, and play a little bit around. There's also like a TV option if we are somehow connected with the internet. Of course, Bang & Olufsen, some ventilation here, some speakers. Also above my head is a speaker. We have also the headrest with the Lamborghini logo, some lights here, armrest also here with cup holders. I mean, also maybe not the best quality plastic, but we have them. And then we have, of course, some storage here in the lower part. Everything is nice with leather. Also like the between the door and the chassis, the frame is also covered by leather, which is, yeah, okay, that is like a little bit better than just a standard car. And then we have also ventilation here, climate control display, and this is also a very funny detail where the ashtray should be. We have like 2 12-volt accesses, and yeah, but no USB A or C. That is a little bit outdated. I mean, passengers want also to charge their phones or the other devices, so a little bit old-fashioned. Maybe the newer ones, or you can put it as an upgrade, so you have that also. And then one funny thing is, I mean, actually you would say, hey, we have so much space, so 4 or even 5 passengers can sit here. 4 passengers for sure, but the 5th one, if somebody is in the middle, we have a problem, because the seat bank is like even, but the roof is not, and where the light is, there's like a bulb here, and if I'm going into the middle, I am my head is actually hitting the lights here, so I don't have so much space for my head. So I'm 1.80 meters, and I feel like the middle section here is a little bit harder as the outer ones, and also that part is harder, and so I have to cram myself a little bit, that I squeeze in here, and actually this is not the most comfortable position. So more like 4 adults and 1 child can drive here. One very nice detail I would like to show you: on both sides we have, like in this B-pillar, half Alcantara in the upper part, and in the lower part there's this leather. And of course we have our belts, security belts. This is nothing special about that, but in the front and the B-pillar we see some scratching from the clip. I will show you that, and this is just usage, and then maybe somebody will say, hey, this is like wrong engineered, there's something missing, or they didn't thought about that, but this is like wear and tear, and nobody can do anything about that. I need to check your reactions on the Lambo Urus LP 650. So what's your first impression?
I love it.
Why?
But are you really recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. So I love it. That's my dream car in general, so I'm kind of biased.
Okay, you know that is actually an Audi Q7 that you can become. You can get it for half price.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the logo. It doesn't. It's yeah. It's just looks different.
So
and it's simply not that car, so it doesn't count.
Actually, that's true. It's like not a Q7 like a estate, but it's like a 4-door coupe. It's a Q7 4-door coupe, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not in mine.
So you would be ready to pay 220,000 for that car?
Yes.
Okay. You would not even look for any different other car. You would just straight buy this car.
Yes.
Okay. And you would drive it?
I would drive. Even if Audi would cost half of it, I wouldn't even look at it. I want this one.
Okay, because it looks different, and there is
because it is not. It is simply. It's a different car. It doesn't matter. It's this. Maybe I don't know. Looks similar, or it has the same parts, etc. But it's just not Lambo. This is nice. I like it.
So you like the Lambo image, the brand itself?
That's
because
true. I love Lambo brand, and I also love how it looks from how it sounds.
Okay.
The inside, the logos on the chairs, everything.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter that is here cheap plastic.
Doesn't matter.
This is like, you see the eye it's not separate. It's in the you know, they could separate it because there's like this bar, you see? That's not attention. Of course it's plastic.
I don't care.
You don't care that it's like really cheap material here, and there's like just a big sticker on it?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Wow, that's very interesting. Like from marketing brand perspective.
Now I wore my glasses, so it fits the Lambo image.
But there's a lag in like acceleration. I mean, we have like the, I would say 8-speed automatic, and when I'm hitting the throttle, it's not immediately responding. I mean, you hear the sound, you hear like the noises, but it's not responding directly. And what I experienced, that the building quality is also not so well. You are driving, everything. I mean, we don't have a radio, we have just the sound of the car, but you hear like the plastic is like rattling. And
I don't hear that. I don't hear that.
I mean, for me as a driver, that would annoy me, and then I had to hit the throttle all the time to hear the sound of the engine to like, you know, overcome the rattling of the plastic.
And you don't hear it in Volvo.
Actually, yeah, there are little noises, but you hear like the you hear that?
No.
No, right now not, but I mean the exhaust, you hear it soon. But when I am de-accelerating, like now accelerating,
I just hear the engine.
and now
That's it.
you hear it?
No.
You don't
You're
hear that?
inventing it.
No, that's real. You saw it in the video, and this is something you would buy that car for this burble sounds. People are really tuning the cars to get the.
Okay, because like I thought you were saying about this plastic noise.
No, I would hear the burbling to overcome the plastic noises inside. You hear it? Look. No. Okay,
And
so
how does it drive? Like
a SUV, like a Volvo.
is it more difficult or?
No, it's like a SUV. It drives like the instant Audi Q7 or Q5
is it
SUV.
heavier? But because it's bigger than Volvo, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we have a very direct steering. The suspension overall is a little bit stiffer. You feel that it's not like a little bit softer. It's really stiffer, but driving wise, so this is like the beauty of SUVs, because you are sitting higher, you see better, and then you have immediately like a feeling of I'm feeling more secure, and I'm overseeing the traffic
And
more.
still you're in Lamborghini.
Yeah, but
So,
but
nice.
yeah, I'm in Lamborghini, yes, but You know, for comparison, I would need to drive like a, I don't know, Aventador or a Gallardo or whatever to see like how it's a proper, I would say proper Lamborghini drives with a rear engine.
But you said that this is maximum you can drive 300, right?
Yes, yes.
And how much you can drive with Aventador, for example?
Probably more than 300, 320, I don't know. Okay, so you would buy it?
Immediately.
Immediately. I would actually not buy it.
Which one? What I mean, no.
But you
I
see,
think
like
we
for
have
comparison, like this Porsche. This is,
oh my God!
Porsche
I don't even
Macan.
look at it now.
I mean, this is like such a different design, but
Yeah.
like to make noises and stuff like that, that would also make noises. But it's so round and softish, and this is like the
I like
completely
that,
different.
This looks
It's-
like it's quite. I like the design of this one more than. In general, I love Porsche, and I love this. It's like soft shapes and so on. This one is my Urus. I love it. I like that it's like kind of sharp. It's really huge. It's massive, and
Yeah.
you feel like it's a massive car.
Yeah.
Especially from the outside. From inside, you don't feel it that much, but
No.
you go outside and it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I mean it's a completely different look. You have so many edges and wedges,
Yeah.
and it's like, I don't know, like somebody carved it from stone, but not soft, like really
Yeah.
really aggressive. And actually, but you know, this is also like the Audi design.
And even the name of it is kind of Urus, right? It's like, I like the name.
Yeah, because Lamborghini, every Lamborghini car is named after a bull in the bull area, like a matador. And
Okay.
every big bull is named after, like every
Ah.
Lamborghini car is named after such a bull.
I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah, so Urus is probably also like some bull. I am not sure anymore if they like survived the arena and they were then allowed to, like, you know, breed. Yeah, every Lamborghini is named after that. Because I don't know if you know that, but the story goes back. Lamborghini, the guy Lamborghini, was a farmer back in Italy, and he was like he was doing tractors. And then he went to Enzo Ferrari, and he bought a Ferrari, and he was not happy about the Ferrari. And Enzo said, "What do you want, peasant? Then if you're not happy with my car, then build yourself a car." And Lamborghini was then so ambitious and said, "Okay, I will build my car, and it will be better than yours."
And actually now, is it better? So when you compare the two images of the, like...
I don't know. I think Ferrari is more with tradition, and even it's like Fiat and Stellantis, but I think Lamborghini has like this VW image in there, you know, somewhere everybody knows that is, you know, that
Because like,
the Lamborghini guy sold the company in the 70s, and since that it was like struggling a little bit, and then VW bought them and rebuilt them, but there is everywhere like the big shadow behind Lamborghini, the
because if
VW.
somebody would ask me, I would say Lamborghini is more expensive than Ferrari. Even not knowing the details, I would say so.
Yeah, I think depends on the model, but I think it's really depending on the model, which is like more expensive. I know, because you know, you cannot compare Ferrari with the Urus because Ferrari doesn't have like an SUV.
Yeah.
But if you, and then are you comparing like V8s or V10s or V12s, then
Yeah, but for example, like Porsche Cayenne, like my mom, she loves Porsche Cayenne, right? But it looks a bit like mom's car comparing to this one. This is more like cool, and this is like everywhere you see Porsche Cayenne, right? But this one you don't see.
Yeah, because you're right, Porsche Cayenne is like a mom's car because it's also practical, you know? And this car is not practical at all.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, it's a 4-seater, but you have no really space luggage in the back, and it's like, you know, it's like, as I said, it's a 4-door coupe a little bit higher SUV. So yeah, I mean, okay, good side is that all this, I mean, maybe it's even good that this is like VW or Audi technology here, all the thingies, because actually it makes the car cheaper, but you have all the multimedia and it's more reliable. Imagine that, you know, Lamborghini with I don't know how many cars they are producing per year, but the amount is so small, and then they had like to invest in like such technologies, then it would not, you know, it would be not good, I would say.
Yeah.
In general, I would say it's not the Lambo spirit.
I mean, but so when we drive and then there are like people on the street now, they're looking, right? It's like you don't have that when you drive Porsche or
Cayenne.
Cayenne.
No.
This one, yeah, it makes it is something special, and it's just wow.
Yeah, I mean, now we are not looking, but look, when I'm going in sport mode, maybe now you're looking, and then I hit the pedal a little bit. You hear that?
Yeah.
This is like the thunder I was talking about.
I like it.
So when you are buying one?
Like first of all, we need to know the price of this exact model from 2018, right? You said?
Yeah, this is a used one from 2018.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
with
curious
like
how much is this one?
57,000 kilometers. I don't know. We have to look up for it.
Yeah.
But new, 220 plus.
No, but that's too much.
A little bit.
This one is okay. Like, let's see how much. I'm curious how much it actually loses the value.
The value. I think it. I'm not sure, but I think it really loses value very quickly because it's an Audi Q7.
Okay, that's good because then I could afford it. No, I love this one. I'm really, if I would like to have a car and to start having driving lessons to actually drive again, I would do it for this car.
Really?
Yeah.
You would do it for that car?
I would do it for this car tomorrow. I'm signing up and I'm learning to drive.
Really? So
really?
You are saying that now on camera? It's recorded,
yes, it's recorded.
And you would
it's
like
recorded. I'm like, yes.
If you would have an Urus, you would start driving.
Immediately getting lessons and from tomorrow. Yes.
And if you would crash the car?
Then I would need to have some full security, whatever. I mean,
and you would pay for it also, like insurance, tax, stuff like that.
If I can afford it, yeah.
You know, I mean the engine is not so big.
I'm not very practical in general, so I like things that I like. And I like this car.
I mean, it's practical. You have 4 seats or 5, and you can.
The dogs fit there.
That's for sure. But you know, they would scratch the leather.
Yeah, I know. They would need to have a special dog beds or something, a cage.
Yeah, cage. And you know, it's already here. You see this piano black is also scratched already a little bit.
But I actually really like this color with black. This brown.
I like this brown also. This
super elegant.
Dark brown, deep brown. I like that also. Better than 10. And actually I have to say it fits the outer look, the white with the brown.
Yeah.
It looks good on that car.
You know what I really love? So outside it has the green.
Yeah, the rings.
The rings. It looks
super
so
expensive.
cool. Yeah, but I love it.
Yeah. If you damage the wheel, the rim, and the green circle is damaged, you cannot repair it anymore. You have to buy a new set of wheels.
That's interesting. Yeah, exactly.
And one wheel costs 5,000 euro.
Yeah.
So that's.
So when you have this car, it's more than just buying it. It has so many other costs, right? It's like a risk.
Yeah, this is the problem, you know, because many things of here are coming from an Audi, which is also not a cheap brand. Yeah, and then you have but special parts like the wheels. The calipers, which is written Lamborghini on that, and this is like that goings into thousands if you would have to, or the original ones.
Yeah.
So even if you would buy the car for cheap, then you have like parts which you have to replace because you are driving, so you would need to replace the brakes, and that is very expensive.
Yeah.
So it's like not owning an expensive car is also like maintaining an expensive car.
Yeah, but I think nobody would buy a Lambo who can't afford it. It's just.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, buying or like leasing.
Yep.
There's a difference.
That's a difference. Yeah, I mean, in general, I think Porsche is something which you potentially more people can afford and own. I don't know anybody who owns this.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Actually, me neither. Yeah, I know a couple of Porsche drivers.
Yeah.
But nobody with a Lamborghini. Yeah, because you know.
And actually, so when I asked my professor, this one in Warsaw, he said like, yeah, he would buy Ferrari, but for Lambo, he wouldn't be able to afford Lambo, which is interesting because he said the prices are comparable, right?
Yeah, depends.
Yeah.
Depends. You can buy an old Ferrari, which is you can afford it, but
Yeah.
I think it's not so easy to afford an old Lamborghini.
Yeah. No, but the seats are also very comfortable.
Yeah, I have to say it really like we are now driving in the cities in the traffic, so I mean from that perspective you can normally daily drive it.
Yeah.
It's a completely daily driver.
And that's true.
No problem at all. It's
But
like
still, you can drive 300 with this V8 engine, right? And it's just like, and the noise and everything, it feels like a sports car.
yeah,
But
definitely.
then in the city, you also have a normal SUV. That's why it's also quite
So it's practical. And I thought you don't like practical things.
Yeah, but with Lambo, I like.
The funny thing is, you see the speakers
Yeah.
there, they are actually going out. They're like, when the car is off, yeah, when the engine is
yeah.
off, they are flat with the dashboard,
Interesting,
and when
yeah.
you're starting it, they are moving up.
Yeah.
Because I don't know for what.
Oh, and it has, you can watch the stars.
Yeah, and is it like really opening so much? Oh yeah, it's like,
Nice.
yeah, that's cool. It's like a little bit, because I have to say I'm not such a cabriolet guy. I like more closed environments, but the panorama roof that you're getting so much light, it's nice.
Yeah, it's really huge. I think it's huge. But when you send me a photo, right, on the
It doesn't look so
huge.
big. Yeah, it doesn't look so big.
Somehow
Yeah,
the design on the image it's much smaller. In reality, it's much bigger.
yeah, that's true. You have much more space inside
Yeah.
than it looks outside.
Yeah.
Because the outside look is so, you know, there's like so many edges and
Yeah.
stuff like that, so it doesn't look so. I mean, in not sport mode, we're like in strada, like street, so it drives really normal. I mean, of course we don't have like some eco mode or whatever bullshit, but
And sport mode is on the
no sport
highway?
sport mode is like just you hear the sound, the engine a little bit better and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then we have Corsa, that's like the racetrack, and we are not using that here. And then you have like some other thingies for cross country, because we have also here an all-wheel drive,
Yeah.
and you can you see you can switch the suspension. I think you can lower the whole car. You see we can change like the suspensions, like from sport, smooth, medium,
Yeah.
and everything was on smooth already. So
And how do you like the screens design? That it's like flat, like here and then here. I like it.
yeah,
But why do you have two? Like, this is more like for driving, and this is
Yeah.
any extras,
yeah,
right?
this is actually a good question, because actually we have 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but I like that you have separated, because it's like in the Volvo you have one, and then you need to search every time. It's like complicated. Here it's more.
You know, this is okay. I mean, we have to live with that it's like going to digital everything. And I think this is also now the multimedia screen is also like getting as a screen. That this is actually, which is more and more coming, and this is like the ventilation, the driving assistance.
You have buttons, right?
Yeah, actually you have like really physical buttons. Like here you have still some buttons. And I don't know. If you have a good display, which is quick and responsive, that is okay. But if you have like a old one, and this is also not okay. And then the additional question comes into play. I mean, I don't know. When something is broken or something is not working, you're changing the whole display. And the whole display costs probably a couple of thousands. And if you have something mechanically, you just, you know, it may be easier or cheaper to repair than like changing the whole display.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And actually, this is very funny. The volume, it should be, in my opinion, on your side, because like in Audis, it's on the passenger side, because the driver has it on the steering wheel, and the passenger, you have to reach. You have to reach now here.
Yeah.
And this is my space, and this is your space.
Brake looks also.
Yeah, this is like very. That comes like from airplane design. You see, like, this is like the throttle from. You are the co-pilot, I'm the pilot, and then throttling, and here brakes. Yeah, that is like really interesting. I mean, there is no first gear here. This is just reverse, and the first gear is on the pedal shift.
Yeah.
So this is somehow cool. Yeah. We are coming to an end of our interview.
Yeah.
So.
No, so if I would give.
Yeah, some rates, some scoring.
Yeah.
Some.
General. Ask me about special categories.
Yeah, categories like convenience.
And what's the
1 to 10?
10.
10 convenience. Okay. Design, outer design.
10.
Inner design.
10.
Practicability. 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Sound and noise.
10.
Price.
I mean, price is depends on how much money, how much value it loses, right?
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. I mean, you know, this is a tough question actually, because as you said, you are not seeing that car on the street.
Yeah.
You don't see
exactly. And you also pay for the fact that you don't see it, right? Which I like.
So everybody is looking on that, and this is like some individual price.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to pay for it, but nobody is using it.
It's
It
like,
drives the car, and you are like special somehow.
It's like Chanel bag, right?
Yeah.
Which is like you pay 10,000 just for the fact that you. But with the bags, it's more difficult because you can see fake. You won't see a fake Lambo. So.
Well, yeah, that's true.
No, so I think it's worth it. That's if I had 220 or whatever, like just now, I would really buy it.
Okay.
I wouldn't like anything else if I could afford this one.
So actually, it would be better if the price would be stable.
Yeah,
right?
if it doesn't lose the value, that's true.
Yeah, but because on the other hand, you know, when it's initially so expensive, not a lot of people were buying that car, so there are not so many on the used market anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's like with a, I don't know, Ferrari Enzo or so, yeah? It's getting more and more value, but the initial price was not 200,000, it was 1 million. And yeah, so I don't know if I would buy it as an investment. I would probably more buy it as a daily driver, a fun car.
Yeah, because I think it is a car you can drive every day. It's not something which is like exactly Aventador, right? Which is like
you cannot even go backwards with the car because the cameras are so bad and you don't see anything.
Exactly.
I would say we go later for a little bit quicker driving.
Yeah, maybe like fast. I want to see how it drives like really fast.
Yeah, me too. Okay, then see you later when we're driving fast.
Yes.
We will see what the Lambo can do. That was not so impressive. Not even 200. But you know, the sound makes it, because we are now in the Strada mode, so we are not super high
What's the difference
acceleration.
with Corsa mode?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one
you will see that difference soon.
Maybe I'm not sure if I want to see that.
I will see. A little Audi.
And I don't want you to scare me. Let's not go too fast.
But we are in a very safe car.
Yeah, but I don't want to get scared.
Right now, nothing is scary. We are driving 140. It's like nothing. It's just the acceleration. You know what? That's the. It's when you're going to a roller coaster. It's also just the acceleration. Please go away. Yeah, danke.
Okay.
Okay.
No, but it was okay. You couldn't hear it too much, right? Mr. Control.
No. It's moderate. But we are in the strada mode. We will of course go to Corsa mode. It has like the head-up display. Also the numbers, they have like a special font. You know, it's not like the Audi font. It's like the
Font.
It's the Lamborghini font. Ready?
Always.
That was 100 to 209.7 seconds, which is okay. Not great, but okay. That's quick, right?
But you still feel stable, right? I feel stable.
Normally up to 200, then you feel it's getting unstable. But this is, it's more stable because you know, wider tires, stuff like that. But it's crazy how it pulls. Like we are driving 230, I'm kicking down and it pulls.
Oh my god, okay.
270.
Now I'm a little bit afraid. Okay.
280.
Okay, can we stop? Because it was now a bit unstable.
Yeah. It was shaking a little bit. No. That was fun. More?
Yeah. It was also scary.
Yeah, have you been afraid? But I don't know if it would manage to do 300. Maybe with a
I don't want to try that.
longer road. No, it's too full right now. But with a more empty road and longer, it
But with 280 it was already a bit.
yeah, wind and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
in total, are you still in love after a little bit of driving and experiencing the little bull.
Yes, I'm still 10, but I was a bit scared.
You're still on 10,
I'm
yeah?
still on 10, but the only thing was it was a bit unstable with 280, and I'm wondering if it's.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, how often are you driving 280? Like, besides in Germany, where we can drive so fast? I mean...
But why otherwise would you have Lambo?
To drive fast, okay. Yeah. I mean, for me, Lambo is... the cool thing on Lambo is like that you can do something like that. Just reaching the speed limit very, very fast.
Yeah.
That was fun. I don't know. I'm not like 100% convinced about the engine and the acceleration. Amazing. But you're getting used to it. Yeah, so this is like the thing. You're really getting used to it, and after a while you're driving 300 like nothing. Yeah, it's like my daily business. And what I'm really disappointed is like by the that's like music in the back. But you know what? I'm feeling more safer than in sports cars, because I don't know, like maybe because we are sitting higher, and I have a more safer feeling than like in sports cars where you're sitting lower.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like comparing to
the SL.
No, the Bullet. Right?
Yeah, Mustang Bullet. Yeah.
There was much more shaky and
more
unstable.
raw, and this is like somehow more secure and safe. But I don't know. You are biased. You are like a Lambo girl. You would buy it, and I am not sure. I like it's a practical car, way more what you would think and agree on. Because you have a lot of space back there, and the front engine, very classic design. But I am for that price, 200,000, and we checked the used cars market. So 200,000 for a used one with 100,000 kilometers, which is like
2018 year.
Yeah, 2018 year, yeah. And this is like ridiculous because a new one costs 220,000. So with 0 kilometers and 2020.
But that's good also. It's not losing that.
It's that's good. That's actually very good. It's very good. So you can buy one, have fun with it, and then sell it without any loss.
Yeah.
So this is really good. And it looks like that people are saying, oh, a Lambo is okay. I don't care about the cheap plastic here and it's rattling, and because if everybody is like just hitting the throttle, but you see it up to 3,000 nothing is happening. You see, I mean, we have like a V8 with somehow displacement of the engine, but up to 3,000 nothing is happening. When the boost is kicking from the B-turbo, then you're pressed in the seat, right? But it's moderate, I would say. It's of course faster than like in, I don't know, a Toyota Corolla, but it's not like crazy. But you're thinking, oh, I cannot move. It's not a rocket. So you would buy it? I am not sure, like always. So thanks for watching, and tell us if you would buy the Lamborghini Urus. Let us know in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed the show. See you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.